Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're going to talk about Temmet, as my wife would call him. Y'all remember that video? Anyway, Timmy here, my train of thought with him was, yeah, during combat, you get, a token. It gets bigger and better. So I was like, well, I don't really want to go wide with tokens, but I think I want to go tall with tokens because +1/+1 and can't be blocked is pretty strong. I did use a few of the wide strategies, but it's only because they're just too good to ignore. But first and foremost, the number one card, the most important card that I built a lot of things around was Desolation Twin. Because if you're going to go tall with the token, this is, a pretty good one to do it with. Now, granted, the Johnny Vengeant avatar token, not of Johnny Vengeant, a Johnny Goldmane avatar token, power and total, life total, that's really good. Really, really good. And if I hadn't a Johnny Goldmane, it'd totally be in here. But the Desolation Twin is just ripe for abuse with, just normal cards, supplet form. Because when you played the Desolation Twin, you got a token, and then you're bouncing it, the original, to your hand. You get another copy of that, which puts another token. So it gets really redundant really quick. And you have a bunch of 10/10s, so that's never a bad thing. I did put in the Deadeye Navigator simply because soul bonding that Eldrazi is busted, and I don't really have a way to do it, ad nauseum, if you will. But even then, just 2 mana : make a 10/10 token seems pretty strong. How are we going to get out that 10/10 token? We're going to show you a little bit of ramp here. It's the Golem's Eye and the Mind Stone and the Manalith. Grand Dynamo. Thank you, Iconic Masters, for making this more accessible. Soul Ring, and then, of course, the Guild. Mana Fixers. Now, another cool thing is the Mimic Vat idea, because the Mimic Vat is getting blurry. There. The Mimic Vat idea is when your Eldrazi dies, you can pop it onto the Mimic Vat and spend 3 mana and make 2 10/10s. That's, how that works, because you make a copy of the original and then it brings a token in. So that's sweet. Now, even if you don't get that crazy interaction, Burnish Heart to Mimic Vat is, not bad. What we got here? Let's get some other random token stuff. We got the Rock Egg, so we're not, absolutely completely open, OFB for the first couple of turns. We have an Ubis Protector. Let's see, what else makes tokens here? Hey, look at that. Thopter Assembly. That's pretty neat, right? I mean, it is a flying 5/5 for 6, and we don't have a whole lot of flying, so... And, of course, it makes 5 dudes, which I guess is alright. Oh, by the way, so the last card I needed for the set was Anointed Procession, so got that. That's kind of a necessity, along with the Intangible Virtue and the Phantom General, just to, help out your tokens. It's not really a tribe, but, it's, I guess, a tribe of tokens. We got Herald of the Host, which is almost good. It is, for the same cost as Sarah Angel, you get the same abilities with an added bonus of it's really going to die. Because you swing at everybody. You don't have a choice. Obviously, you're going to be swinging at the person who cannot kill it with the original, and then the myriad's going to kick in. But I kind of like it. It's an upgraded Sarah Angel, strictly better. And actually, the art is better than some of the Sarah Angel arts. We got a Viper up in the house because it's myriad with the draw card, so that's pretty neat. Got ourselves an Avon Wind Guide to give your Eldrazi 10/10s flying and vigilance, because, you know, they need that. There's a lot of instant sorceries in the deck, so we might as well be getting some Drakes out of them. Vizier Many Faces, you know, it's a clone, so that's pretty sweet. Let's see here. Stuff that makes more tokens here. Of course, Entreat the Angels, Rite of Replication, Cackling Counterpart, Mirror Match, Back from the Brink, and Mirror Sigil Sergeant slots nicely into the deck. Now, yes, a 6-mana 4/4 trample is not amazing, and if I had another double upkeep card, it would totally be in here because it's a blue enchantment. But the ability to, this guy splits like atoms, you know, 1 to 2 to 4 to 8. It can get out of hand really quick. As a matter of fact, way back, I had little miniature copies of this guy made so that you could just, anyway. One of my all-time favorite token creators is the Phyrexian processor. Now, there is a YouTube video out there somewhere. I don't remember the year. What is this, 99? It was 98 with this. So it may have been the 98 World Champ or the 99 World Champ. I think it was 98, to be honest with you. The World Champion Finals came down to 2 Phyrexian processor decks. There was 2 schools of thought on it. One was pay 19 life, the other was pay 10 life. I don't remember how it went. I just remember it was a mirror match in the finals of the World Championship. And, you know, I can't remember exactly who won that, but it's worth a watch. It's kind of entertaining. It's not like the video of the $16,000 Lightning Helix. That's epic. Anyway, different story. You're going to, I mean, every turn, whatever amount of life you paid, you're just going to end. You know, we start off with 40. If you're sitting at a non-aggro table, you could pay 10 life and not think about it, and then just be getting 10/10 minions every turn, which, by the way, is evidently no longer a supported creature type. And if somebody is going to kill your little 10/10 Eldrazi, you can just pop it back in your hand, you know, keep your token, you pop it back, you get to cast it, you get to trigger again. Now, that also works for your Hubris, whatever, the Angel Maker, or the, you know, I mean, it's kind of corner case, yeah, but so let's get into some other stuff here. Let's go good old-fashioned utility. We're going to fabricate for whatever artifact we need, probably the Mimic Vat, because, you know, why not? We're going to resurrect the Eldrazi back to life. Condemn, Disenchant, these are just staples here. Counterspell, Misdirection, Redirect, Impulse, Brainstorm, some card draw since we're on it of Mind Spring and Pull from Eternity. Who loves that this is instant? Answer, everybody loves this as an instant. Now, I'm giving like Render Silent because that's pretty strong. There are many games won by just a series of plays on somebody's turn, on turn 38 or whatever, that they cast the first spell and you know they've got game in hand. And you just render silent and, you know, you wait till next turn. Sit down. Swift Silence, you know, Storm really isn't that big of a thing, but Counterspell Wars sometimes are, and the ability to, you know, counter and draw some cards, even if it's just one, you're paying an extra white mana for a dismiss if you're just getting one spell, but it's whatever. Bite into Thassa is going to help you, you know, replenish when you stumble across the go wide strategies. Teferi's Moat is a poor substitute for Moat, but it's really, really good. And it fits our colors. Rewind and Arcane Denial is going to help us out a little bit. War of Invention is going to go get our whatever we need. More removal in the form of Humble, because you just humble it, and as long as you can target it, your Avacyn is getting eaten by my 1/1 token. Etherize sets them back, all that tempo. Our Revelation and Planar Cleansing is all fun and good, but it's nothing like the Phyrexian Rebirth to make the giant token, because that's what we're after. Now, granted, Hour of Reckoning is also cool. Destroy all non-token creatures. That's just living the dream. There again, get one. It'll be in there. Terminus gets rid of those nasty, untargetable, undieable creatures. Now, Hydroblast. Last night, up at the my local LGS, we were playing some, which, by the way, last night was their last night. Support your local game stores, people. We just had one close last night, so wish the best for those guys, and we'll go on. But anyway, I was playing, what was that? Y'all just saw the deck. It was Tribal Barbarians, and I had the Pyroblast in hand, and it was amazing. Somebody swung at me with the Animar, and I just shot it. So it's one of those things. Let me read that card. But red, pretty popular thing, and it's not just a counterspell. You can kill it later. Root-born defenses, because the only thing better than a fog is a populate fog, and the only thing better than a fog is your stuff can't die, so populate stuff can't die is really good. River's Rebuke. Now, a targeted Cyclonic Rift seems, even at 6 mana, even at sorcery speed, it just seems like, hey, I'm going to punch you in the face, and then while you're down, I'm going to kick you in the ribs. That's just, ooh. Yeah, it's a beating waiting to happen. Invulnerability is a card that I don't think gets enough love. Maybe a lot of people just don't know about it. I think it was a common back then, and it keeps you from dying to general damage. You just prevent all damage you from one source. Now, I'll have to look up the Oracle text here. I don't know. I don't think it targets. This doesn't use the word target, but it may. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And heck, if you got enough mana, you can do it to multiple sources. But last but not least is Teferi's Protection. Now, phasing does not get rid of tokens anymore. So that was the big change with C17 came out to phasing. For those of y'all that didn't play phasing way back, when a token phased out, it was gone forever because tokens can only exist on the battlefield. It matched the rules, but didn't match the flavor of what phasing was trying to do. So when C17 came out, they actually fixed it, and now tokens come back from the phase, So I may actually have to build a phasing deck. Tanawa, looking at you. But I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, I think it's time to shuffle and cut.